Hey there artists, today we are going to make a beautiful beach scene where we learn to draw a seagull and a sandcastle. I can't wait to see what you create today. First step, we're going to be using our white piece of paper to draw out our seagull. Remember, it doesn't have to look just like mine, but if you want to follow along with the way I'm drawing, you certainly can. We are going to start with the body and the wing. Make a curved line and two straight lines that connect in a point. It kind of looks like an ice cream cone. I'm drawing another curved line to show where the wing ends and the tail begins, and a curved line for the belly part. Next on top is the head. It's a big curved line. And add those details to the face like the beak and the eye. I'm keeping my face really simple with just a curved line. You can create your face however you like. Next, we're going to do the legs, two really skinny lines side by side, and then a little triangle for the foot. Last thing is to add some of those details. I'm going to add some feathers with some curved lines on the wing. Now, I started using a permanent marker for this. If you do not feel confident and you're afraid that you might need to erase, just make sure that you are starting with a pencil instead. Now that we've colored and cut out our seagull, we're going to draw the sandcastle. Sandcastles are easy to draw. It's mostly just straight lines and rectangles. Let's start with two straight lines at the bottom of our paper, followed by some smaller rectangles on the top. Don't worry about making these look perfect. They might be kind of squiggly or wobbly or lopsided on one side. That is okay. Make a curved line for the door and a little door handle, and we're going to draw the second part of our sandcastle, the second story. Right on top, it's just like the first story except a little bit smaller. So we're starting with two straight lines and some rectangles on the top. Don't forget to add in those details like windows. You could also maybe add some decorations to the front of your sandcastle, like seashells or maybe a starfish. At the end, I decided I wanted my sandcastle to be a little bit wider, so I added two more rectangles on the sides, and on top of those, I put some little flags. Next, let's get out our oil pastels to make our sandcastle have texture. You might need to peel the paper off your oil pastel first for this to work. I'm laying my pastel down on its side and dragging it to create this sandy, rough texture on my paper so that it looks like a real sandcastle. Texture is how something feels or how something looks like it feels. You can also use your different color oil pastels to add more details and decorations. When Once you're finished with your sandcastle, go ahead and cut that out. Don't feel like you have to go down inside and cut in between every rectangle. Just go around the outside. It's much easier. And next, we're going to be adding some other details that are summer and beach inspired. You can choose whatever you like. I decided to do a bucket with a shovel, a sun, and some seashells to add around my sandcastle. Before I glue all those pieces down that I created, I'm going to pay attention to my background. Instead of just leaving it a plain blue piece of paper, I'm going to use that same texture trick that I did on my sandcastle, where I flip my oil pastel on its side and drag it across my paper. Think about what other details you can add. Look for lots of different shades of blue, dark blues and light blues, and maybe a white for some clouds. Last step is to use your glue stick to glue all those little pieces down, arrange them however you like. I also like to flip my paper to the back and give it a massage so that everything is nice and stuck.